Just imagine the level of shame and embarrassment the people who call leaders of Nigeria are bringing to the Nigerian people. See, every time I see the way these leaders embarrassed us, I always want to call on the EFCC chairman, Olukayode, or whatever they call him, who is always quick to emphasize on the level of disgrace the Yahoo boys are bringing upon Nigeria internationally. I bet that man, that redeemed pastor, don't know the meaning of the word disgrace. If you know, you will understand that the people you work for, your paymasters, are actually the ones bringing disgrace upon Nigeria, upon Nigeria and Nigerians. I watched a video of a U.S. mayor on Arise News. I think it was Reno Mockery, who did this oversabi to brought this man on board in defense of what Senator Ted Cruz has earlier said, accusing Nigerian government of supporting terrorism and genocide over the Christians in Nigeria. So in defense of that, Reno brought this mayor on board to do what? I don't know. Maybe he thought he was going to convince the man that the U.S. senator's claim was false. But in that interview, it became more embarrassing what this mayor was saying. I don't know, when these American people talk, it's difficult to understand for most of you, but you have to put your ears down, listen attentively, because I'm going to show the video now before I continue, because I have quite a lot to say about it. Please stay with me. Meanwhile, let's see the video.
Understand why a nation that's as mineral rich and growing as Nigeria has to go and beg from Uncle Sam for help serving their own people. Nigerians have plenty of resources to help these people get back, or at least get something where they can have stability and a life. Now they're denied, they're ground down, they're called criminals, they're called vagrants. Their homes are bulldozed with no warning. It's a horrific life that these people are living. And nobody's here. I mean, why should it be? You don't want America to come here and say anything about terrorism, but you want their money? That doesn't make sense to me whatsoever.
You hear that? If you hear that, you should be. If you hear that and you understood what he said, because he said a whole lot of things. But in case you do understand clearly, I will repeat them what he said. But meanwhile, you saw how it ended it. He said, if you don't want America to look into your affairs or to talk into what you're doing, why coming to them for money? Isn't that an embarrassment? Nigeria forget that you have no right to argue with your creditor. The man you always run into for loans, for borrows here and there, is the man you are telling that what is happening in your country, that they should mind their business. You don't do that. Meanwhile, this is what the man said. In defense, because it is Reno now that is trying to defend Nigeria against what the U.S. Senator Ted Cruz have said. The man said he can't understand why a nation that is mineral rich as Nigeria go and beg from Uncle Sam. Do you understand? He used the word Uncle Sam as in like somebody begging from a neighbor. Nigeria is begging from our fellow nations to survive. A nation that rich, they borrow to serve their people. This is rubbish. This is rubbish. He said Nigeria have plenty of resources to help their people have stability and a life. That is what other countries sees Nigeria. But is that the case? Of course not. See, you see when this Nigerian government are misbehaving, they think it is only Nigerians that are seeing it. Every now and then is demolition here and there, either for political reasons or for individual witch hunt. This man went ahead, he said they bulldozed their homes without warning. Nigerians live a horrific life. That was what the man said. This is just even in addition to the genocide claim that Nigeria is trying to defend. They just made it extremely worse. He said, why would you not want America to talk about happenings in Nigeria, but you want their money? That is the part I found very embarrassing and insulting to us as a nation. If we have leaders that have shame, with statements like this, they should bury their head in shame. I think these are more reasons why our president can't even go to US and have any form of debate with these senators or any member of their cabinet in government. He dare not. You cannot ask. Tinubu and his government cannot go to America and discuss the state of affairs in Nigeria. They cannot answer questions. It is not here that one minister will be telling Rufai, who are you? Who are you? You go there and tell the people not to poke nose in Nigeria affair, but you go there for money, right? It's very, very embarrassing. Doesn't make sense. You don't want Nigeria, you don't want America to look into the affairs of Nigeria, but you want their money. How does it make sense to you? Zuo. So it is really unfortunate. All this reaction was in response because Nigeria is trying to defend what Ted Cruz, the US senator, have earlier said, that Nigeria government is supporting terrorism and facilitating Christian genocide, which is also fact. The only thing the Nigerian government added that this US senator didn't say was the genocide was not just only on Christian, but including the Muslim. They ignorantly thought they were proving the man wrong, but they never knew they were further shooting their own selves in the leg. Somebody is accusing you of buying only the Christians, but you went on your own to say, no, it's not only the Christians, so we are also buying the Muslims. When you have leaders that don't have sense, you are finished as a country. And these are the people we look up to take us to wherever. It's very, very unfortunate and quite sad. Well, my Nigerian people, that's where we find ourselves. We find ourselves to the worst set of leaders, a nation this blessed, having the best of mineral resources, but with the people suffering, multiple taxation, being looted, the people suffer, and yet majority of the citizens are moron, are not living things because they don't have sense. That is why they could have leaders like this, because these leaders still have organic supporters. I don't see anybody who is sane and can be seen as a living thing supporting the current crop of leaders that is bringing this embodiment of embarrassment upon a nation this blessed like Nigeria. Only a non-living thing can actually be involved in an act like that. So I don't know what your thoughts and opinion are, but whatever you think, use the comment section. America must look into our affair, and Nigerian politicians must always go to America to engage them in conversation. Let the embarrassment get really worse. Animals.